Well, great evening, everyone. I am getting better step by step. As you see, I sound much better this evening. Still hacking. I'm going to be slamming some more oranges this evening, but getting much better. I just took another Motrin, which has helped to break the fever that I had the other day. Anyway, I am starting to feel better. Like I said, I regenerate very quickly usually. If it sticks around with me, you know it's really a bad thing that's going around. Anyway, I went out and I saw 2 homes today. The one of them, big brick home, very old. It had all the, big dark molding, wood molding and everything. Did have a wonderful bath in it, kind of a jacuzzi type bath in it. But it was the type of place, it was 1,900 square feet. But it also had very tall ceilings. It was, again, very old building. And next door, we had 2 dogs. A Great Dane, which is still a young Great Dane, and a Mastiff. Okay, so I'm going, if I'm doing recording, Great Dane, Mastiff out there yapping, not going to be good. And the other problem with it was that I think that heating it would be very expensive. It had a huge kitchen. The kitchen was done very modern. I was very surprised. Nice house. And it had a big attic that you could go up and store stuff, and it also had a basement. Huge property. So, I guess the HVAC unit is pretty new, but I was beginning to wonder, with the high ceilings, it might take a lot to heat that place, because when I went in, it was really, really cold. Okay. And then I went to another place, gorgeous. I loved it because you were up on a hill, had a view. In front of the place, it was a big steep hill, so you know nothing's going to be built in front of you. You would keep that view, had a nice back porch. No other yard to speak of, very little in the front, which is okay because I don't want to do a lot of yard work. But this house has been on the market for quite a while. I was wondering, why has it been on over a year? Well, I found out why when I went inside. It was a wonderful place. It was like a tri-level sort of. You go in and they have a gas log fireplace. Nice big window there. Good view. And you go in the kitchen. Very tiny kitchen. And it only had like 4 cabinets, which were really up high. I could barely even reach the bottom shelf of it. So I'd be having to climb up on a ladder to get anything in the kitchen. Very small workspace in the kitchen. Okay, great big house, little bitty workspace like this. It did have a gas stove, which I do like the gas stove. No refrigerator, that would have had to be put in. Not a problem. And then you go in and you go down, it's like 3 little stairs down. Another big room. This time it had a regular fireplace in it. Okay. So I like that. Bathroom was okay. Had a nice heating thing for in the bathroom. And then it had a nice larger bedroom and then 2 smaller rooms. But problem with this property, there is no attic, no basement, no place to store anything. Okay. And it doesn't have central heat, central air. it's got radiant heat in the ceiling. Now, heat rises. So how warm is the place actually going to get in the winter with radiant heat and no AC? It had little window units in the, for the AC. So I saw, oh, okay, this is why this is on the market for so long. The kitchen is very small, really unusable, unworkable. There's no pantry there for kitchen things. Big linen closet next to the bathroom. Actually, a couple of them. I suppose you could use a linen closet for a pantry, but that would be kind of odd. Okay. But again, with radiant heat in the ceilings, I've heard radiant heat in the floors to keep your feet warm, but how is that going to warm a large house? So there went that. There were a couple of other places, but I'd rather get a place that nobody's living in now, so when my house closes, I'm not having to wait for them to move out to find a place and to move. So that was it. Then I looked online at Johnson, didn't really find too much in Johnson. And in, what's the name of the other part? It's another little area that's not too far. There is one house I'm going to look at there. It's kind of like an old 60s style or something. You come in and it's got this big, like stone decorative thing here when you walk in the door. Kind of separates two rooms. So it's kind of an interesting looking place. We'll see how that is. Anyway, so the real estate guy I met is really a nice guy. He just was talking the area. He moved out here. He lived back by New York and in San Francisco, and he was telling me all about the area, how wonderful it is. Now they're building a lot of stuff up in this area, though. It is expanding. So we'll see. But I do like the feel of this area. And they said, this is a lot of, people wonder why I'm coming here, Bristol, because there's a lot of music stuff that happens here. Okay, festivals and all sorts of things like that. And it's not too far from Asheville. So I could go into Asheville anytime. North Carolina, which I understand is a big metaphysical town. So it's not that far away. So that's why I'm looking here, because Asheville is very, very expensive. So anyway, if something comes on the market that's really good, he knows what I'm looking for. He said, if I tell you to come up now, because I found something really good that you would like. So that's good. But tomorrow we'll go out and look at a couple more places and see what I find. I did find a couple that I like, but people are living there. And again, I'm not sure how long it's going to take my house to sell. And when it sells, then waiting for them to pack and move is, another headache. So I'm trying to avoid that if I can. If I can't find anything, then I may have to go that route and figure out something. But anyway, we'll see. So that's what happened today. But as you can hear, it's getting better. It's still not fully out of the woods, but it's better than it was. When I get done here, I'm going to start slamming a few more oranges. So we'll see how that goes. So again, everyone, thank you for all your well wishes. And, people would tell me New Mexico. Now, I love New Mexico, but again, it's out of my price range to find something in New Mexico. Trust me, I have looked because I do enjoy the architecture and a lot of the things that are going on in New Mexico as well. But I just have not found anything in my price range. That's not happening. I think people think I have more money than I do. I am not a wealthy person. Not all gurus are wealthy, okay? Not all of us take our students to the cleaners and charge $15,000 a course or something. No, genuine gurus are not selling courses. We don't hijack people for money and stuff. So that's the way that is. Anyway, so I just wanted to check in, let people know we're here, we're settled again for the night. We'll stay tonight and then probably tomorrow night, because I'll be looking at properties tomorrow. And then the next day I will start heading down to Murfreesboro. So I'll be there for Turkey Day. And hopefully, something comes on the market. If they don't have something pop up tomorrow, hopefully something comes up soon that is worth looking at. We'll see how it goes anyway. So I'm going to leave this here. And to my one little thumbs down person, I hope you're enjoying yourself. I think I know who it is, And Nityanand is still going down, and now they're looking at him for child abuse. They've arrested 2 of the people that were running some of the supposed child care. That was supposed to be just for ladies only, and there were men in there as well. So they arrested 2 of the people there, closed it down, found that they put forged documents in there. I'm telling you, this guy is so dirty. And my one little troll, it just defend him to the end of the earth. But more and more people are leaving. They're waking up, thank God, and they're talking about their experience there. So I'm not the lone wolf crying in the night anymore. I've cried out about him for the last 8 years. Okay? And people are finally waking up and leaving. And they're starting to listen to them. So, like I've always said, you may call me crazy, you call me whatever you want, because, I've had them curse me, I've had them do all sorts of nasty things, okay? I said, but you'll remember there was one person that told you the truth, okay? So they're leaving now, and now they say thank you, that I have stood my ground all these years. I said, I have never lied to anyone. Okay. So, yeah, so much more stuff is coming out day by day. And now, the Indian government finally went, oh, he left India. Oh, gee, yeah, he left a long time ago. He ran away. Every time he was supposed to go to court, he'd have his lawyer go and say, oh, he's doing these special spiritual things, and so he can't be in court. He's in the Himalayas. He's, no BS. He's living it up in another country, okay, where he can't be extradited. Yeah, this is their holy God. He is such a scamming liar. So anyway, more and more things are coming out. More and more people are speaking up, thank God, and saying what it was really like. They did rescue a couple of girls from there, and they're made to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. They have to wear all this gold jewelry, looking like gold jewelry. They brought people in to do the Jetta, to do these things from Australia. I mean, they always want to make it look like they're so prosperous and they're all wonderful and happy and smiling. And if they don't, they take and beat these kids. Put them in isolation, beat them until they comply. And they say, we don't have to bring in, just $1,000, 1 lock, 2 lock. That's a lot of money. That they have to tell people how they got all these powers and everything, and it's all bogus. Just to bring money in for this guy. So, again, make as many, my little troll person, make as many videos about me as you want. Be my guest. But I will continue to stand for the truth. And I won't back down. Okay? So put your little thumbs down. Enjoy yourself. And keep screaming like a crazy woman. And putting up your ridiculous videos. Enjoy. Whatever. Anyway, so I'm going to leave this here. And as you hear, I'm still sniffling like crazy. And thank you, people. I'm glad you liked the music this morning. Once I get settled, I'll be doing a lot more music and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. That's one thing I'm very conscious of, looking for a place where I have real quiet room there that I can record, that's got good acoustics and I can use for recording. So I want to do some more albums. So that's a plan that's in the works. So anyway, I'm going to leave this here. Again, thank you for all your well wishes and all your things that you keep sending me to do for the cold. I appreciate it. Appreciate all your care and your well wishes and, happy energy that you're sending me in your prayers, and all of that is wonderful. Thank you so much for that. And I'll see you online. Have a great afternoon. Aho.